Alright, we got a special guest rocking with me on the show, No Cap, No Filter, MarioP, ComedyGoon.
What's up, boss?
You dig? You been on your grind, dog. You been on your grind with the skits, the promos. You know what I'm saying? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling real good, bro. No, I don't nothing to complain about. Even when it's bad, man, I'm feeling good. So right now I'm feeling good at the moment. You know, but I know how shit can be. So I'm just feeling good. I'm thankful, bro. Real talk. I'm really thankful. I'm genuine when I'm saying that too. I'm not just saying that because it sounds good to say something people want to hear. I'm just trying to hide something. I'm really happy right now.
Right, man. The city been rooting for you, man.
Facts. No doubt.
You know what I'm saying? So we all know you're from New Orleans.
Of course, born and raised.
We want to know, like, tell the people, like, what part you actually from and, like, how it was growing up.
I'm like a mutt. I'm really from uptown New Orleans, but I grew up downtown New Orleans.
Okay.
I was born and I grew up partially uptown. Second and Dry is that's New Orleans. That's a gentrified area now. It's a very famous area because that's where the Indians would meet at. My family and Mardi Gras Indians have been in our family for generations. That's one of the things I'm planning on investing in when I do get to a heavy point in my career, financially. But not to get off subject and shit like that. Then the Calio projects. I went to Chester Elementary, right in the middle of the project. And then I attended Peters. I call it East Side High Middle, right on Tulane and Broad. That building that's abandoned, that's a middle school I went to. And then I went to Charter Middle. That was located in Carrollton. That's a 17. You heard me. And then I went to Rob Wayne and John Mack for high school. But I partially grew up uptown, and I moved in with my dad when I was like 13 in the 6th wall. On Dumaine, so that's pretty much what people know me from. Know me from being from around there, you know, growing up in the streets. That's pretty much why I, crossed over and began participating in street activities. That's why I said I'm from the 6th wall, because that's where I did everything. That's where everything happened to me at, and that's why I did everything at. You feel me?
Yeah, and the 6th wall real family oriented.
Yeah, it really is.
That
really
area
is.
right there. Yeah, so. How did you come up with your name, ComedyGoon? Like, how did that come about? Like, was it to give like the term like a positive meaning?
Of course. So my homies, Dinero and Bonka, they rappers. Dinero has the organic blends.
Right.
He owns a smoothie brand. Dinero, that's his name, whatever. And Bonka, he's a rap artist. Shout out to Bonka Dinero. But it was called the Goons. It was very popular back then in New Orleans. And I used to do promo work for them. And they're the ones that really gave a little light to my platform. To my craft. You feel me? The first mixtape I ever hosted was theirs. That was my first time ever doing anything comedy was on a music project. The first time I ever did any type of comedy was on a music project. And they was called the Goons. And that day, I think Uncle started calling me the Funny Goon or whatever. And I just started running with it. And then that's when I started tapping into my own stuff. I think it just grown on me, and then the ideas grown on me. But to sum it all up, it represents every street nigga that's funny. Yeah. A lot of street niggas got a sense of humor, especially in jail. So that's really what it's about. It's for every cat who can't show their funny side. They get to come check my shit out, and it get to relate. It's weird. It's I'm the young. It's I will be the young Jeezy of comedy. You heard me? All the street niggas they just float.
They gravitate.
They gravitate to my shit. Even the Sissy Pyrex. They gravitate to my content. I think I'll be honest, I'm proud of that. You hear me? I don't shy away from it. People be like, man, you need to cross over. I am crossing over. I'm reaching out to people that haven't been reached out before with comedy.
Right.
But I ain't gonna lie, the toughest niggas is the ones that's the funniest. I promise, dog. You won't believe shit.
Oh yeah, fuck. If you didn't grow up in New Orleans, you already know.
Right.
Yeah, and I fucked with the Goons too back in the G.
Yeah.
But growing up, you know what I'm saying, was you the class clown, and was you real good at ribbon?
Of course. I was that nigga. Well, I was that. Boy, listen, I was that nigga.
Because most people in the city that's funny, they would call that ribbon and they was a class clown.
I was both. Now listen, I was River's a student, funny, all the way to I wrote my class night at John Mack and directed my class night funny.
Mm-hmm.
I was always next level.
Right.
It just took some drastic shit for me to jump into my craft. Seriously, you grew, and it wasn't even about that. It just I was growing up and I just grew up in my craft. But like in high school, I just started to gravitate toward being funny because it was my outlet.
Right.
To my piece, you feel me? Because I had a lot going on as a kid growing up. So.
Yeah. So comedy kind of like saved you.
Oh, it did always. Yeah. Still do. Forever.
Yeah, shit. I done went to the Mac too. But growing up, like, you always been funny, you know what I'm saying? Everybody probably already told you that. Like, but when did you say, man, I gotta really take this shit serious? Like, I could really do something with this. Like, what moment was it that made you say that?
Again, it was all timing. A lot of stuff was happening at that time. I was down. I was probably at my most lowest I could ever be as a man. You know, I didn't have nothing going on. I wasn't doing anything. I couldn't keep a job, and I didn't want to be in the streets no more. I had a 1-year-old daughter, so my little brother, as a matter of fact, he was sentenced to life in prison, and I think like 3 days after that, I was just in a space where, man, I was just like, dog, you really gotta be alone to like really like be able to like hear yourself think to where you can just hear your calling. Mm-hmm. And so like, man, I had my best friend cousin, his name's Shaq Brown, he a comedian. He like one of the first comics from New Orleans. And he been telling me since high school, because he used to be a teacher there. He used to be telling me in high school that I should do comedy because he used to always get me in trouble and get me in good shit, you feel me? Always. As a matter of fact, it got me a passing grade. One of my teachers made me be funny on camera, so I had to make the class laugh, and he had to take the footage home to make his wife laugh. And if she didn't laugh, then he was gonna fail me. He gave me a passing grade because of my funny. Right hand of God, you feel me? This is real talk, you feel me? So I called him. My little brother caught a life sentence, and the way he caught a life sentence, I didn't see it, I didn't expect it. I was at home playing the game, and then I get this drastic, crazy ass phone call from my sisters, and it was just, the phone call was just like from that day, like I just remember it, and it was just like my sister crying, and I can't understand, like, cause growing up, I didn't have no family. My mother went to jail and stuff, and I was in the foster home, so we really had no family growing up. So it was like when my brother went to jail, like we was all he had, and I was a kid myself, so it was a lot going on at that moment. And then he catch a life sentence, and then it's like, where else do I go? I had an oldest brother that he was murdered when I was turned over from the foster homes to him. So it's like, man, I was at a point like, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was like, either I do comedy, I'd be a problem, something like that. I don't know, man. Like, I was just at a fucking wit's end. You hear me? So I call my best friend, and I'm like, man, call Shaq. I'm gonna give comedy a shot. I had been talking to my best friend, homie, Brandon. Brandon owns a restaurant now called Fire Eats over in New Orleans East on on Hain and Bullock. Hain and Dowman, excuse me. The artist was like 11, I think, years ago. You heard me? And then I said, man, call Shaq. I think I'm ready to do stand up, man. I'm like, man, I need something to do. Right. So a week had passed, and I had talked to him. He was like, you ready? I'm like, yeah, I'm ready. And then my first show was on the West Bank. I was with Rude Jude and Blowfish perform.
So you did stand up before you was on Instagram,
right, man. I've been popping before Instagram, man. I won't say it's light work, but it's like the Instagram term to all the comedians. It's like MySpace to me. Right. I come up in that era, you know what I'm saying? So I understand the form of technology and the process, all that shit. All this basics to me. You feel me? Like Soulja Boy blew up on MySpace, not T. So this shit ain't the first time this shit happened. Right. People been blowing up off the internet. You feel me? I'm talking about since Napster, nigga. This ain't nothing new. That's why I love being an Eaters baby. We don't forever adapt. So, my first show, and Shaq gave me my name. As a matter of fact, you heard me. I ain't changed it since then. Well, people changed it. It was MarioP. It still is that. That's the original name, and then Mario the Comic came against. But I didn't change my name to Mario the Comic because it was more presentable on Instagram. At first, it was smoking and joking. You heard me? and then it became Mario the Comic, and then that's when it became the ComedyGoon. Everything came into time, but yeah, I went down the show and I went first. Shaq was like, man, coming to the stage. He's not. I don't know if he's funny, but I think he's funny. He's been funny since I've been knowing him. This is his first time, so y'all show him love, bro. All right, it's his first time doing this thing. Y'all get up for MarioP. And I went up stage and I joked about this girl who pistol whipped her mother. She was 17. She pistol whipped her mother because she didn't want to buy her a Nissan Z. And all of her, I remember it because all of her scholarships was canceled because of that. So I made a joke about, I compared it to if that was a black mother, how she wanted to live. She would have whooped her ass and sent it to a public school or some shit like that, or community college. I joked about it in that way. Man, I killed it.
First show.
First show. Bow! Out the fucking park. Knocked that bitch out the park, you heard me?
And the rest was history.
Man, dog, everything was history. It got hard after that. How about that? It got hard. It got hard. Yeah, shit, when I got off stage, my life flashed before my eyes. And ever since that day, 11 years ago, it's been that tunnel vision focused. Right. Like after the show, I went to the back of my house, back of the crib, and I just sat in front of the TV and smoked me a blunt and was listening to music and just started manifesting everything. And at first I was going too fast, man. I learned to slow down. But yeah, man, it's two important days in your life. When you born and the day you find out why. And the second day was April 2010. I don't know if I forgot the date, but it's April 2010. Was the most important, second most important day of my life. I found out why I was going through all the shit I went through.
And what was that?
It's to tell a story, it's to touch people, you feel me?
Right.
To share that shit, you feel me, so people don't feel alone. You feel what I'm saying?
Well, shit, you sure got, more people to share it to with this exposure from that viral clip.
Yeah, the first one.
We got to get into the viral clip, man.
Thanks.
You a whole out here.
Yeah, right.
Dog, I watched that clip plenty of times, dog. I was sharing it like a motherfucker. I didn't even know who you was at the time. Like, really? I thought the shit was real. You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, I always knew somebody would go off on one of them bitches. So, I'm sitting there thinking it's real. Then nigga told me, nah, man, that's Mario, man. He a comedy. He a comedian. I'm like, for real?
Dog. I was too good in that video. That motherfucker took off without me. You heard me? Woo. So that Instagram and that social media.
How shit changed after that clip?
It got harder. Because without that clip, I don't... Listen, you know what that clip did?
What it did?
It didn't show me. It showed me a lot, but not nothing that impressed me. But that clip made people that knew me, that knew I was striving for comedy, and people that was fans, but not all the way locked in yet fans, that made them into believers. That's all it did it helped me because it made them into believers, but it didn't make me believe a damn thing. Like, I already knew what I was gonna be and what I was doing before that shit went viral. That's why I went viral. I didn't plan for it to go viral. I didn't care if it did went viral. I did it in 2012 with the homies, Pitch Your Pants Comedy, shout out to Mark Caesar, Dub Beats, Team Hardaway, and Jet Dustin. Yeah, man, I done that. And then years later it went viral. 6 seconds of a 12-minute video. That's the chances. That's crazy, right?
Man.
6 seconds of a 12-minute video. And I don't even remember the process of how it went viral. But I knew that we did that video before First 48 even came out down here. Yeah. We didn't even know it was coming out. Yeah. We just was ahead all the time. First 48 was viral. It was very popular back then. It was super popular. Like, First 48 was the most popular reality show in the world because it was real. Yeah. Motherfuckers going to jail ratting, people dying, niggas love that negative stuff, whatever.
Yeah. That's why I thought it was real. Like, man, a nigga from the city went off on them bitches on First 48.
People still think it's real. Again, it took off without me.
So you usually, like, you know what I'm saying, you always you do a lot of skits with the New Orleans niggas be like, you know what I'm saying, like.
I used to. I still do sometimes.
Well, you be nailing them bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If you from the city and you know the lingo, especially with the high school.
Right.
That shit's hella relatable.
It's relatable. I think I'll say this. So I'm from New Orleans. So you know the way y'all look at it is of course it's relatable, but regardless of what type of skit I do, it's gonna have New Orleans on it.
Right.
I can do, because I've done all type of videos from people from all different walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
But they come to me because I'm from New Orleans.
Right.
So I just think the uniqueness, I just think by my type of comedy being so unique, I think that's the effect it has on y'all.
Right.
It's not that it's New Orleans, but it's been put in perspective to where you can laugh at it.
Right.
Because you know we've been taught to hate our culture.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's how y'all really look at it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't really tell niggas how to, I'm not saying I know how niggas think, but I'm saying for what people, I know how people look at what I'm doing.
Right.
There's something I do know. That's why I have a lot of followers and fans. Because there's no way physically I can get to all these people. I do it with my mindset. And I know people was going to like this shit before they did.
So, like, when you, like, coming up with your skits and your content, like, where do your inspiration come from? Like, you just...
Life.
So you'll just experience something and say, man, this is skit worthy. Or...
Man, I've been through so much shit, dog. I swear, bro. I done been through so much shit. Man, this last year I done been through much shit. This last year I done been through most shit that niggas have been through in a lifetime. I ain't even trying to act like I got the worst problems in the world. Nah, by me doing a lot and striving for greatness, you gotta know my problem's great. You heard me?
Mm-hmm.
So I just, instead of me letting that shit, beat me up and make me get off my grind, make me get away from what I'm trying to accomplish, I let that shit, I indulge in that shit. I embrace it and I let that shit. Now I get to live my life through my art. You feel me? That's the fire part. I get to live my life through my art.
Right.
I don't have to. It's like this. Why this? You gonna see what I mean? Because, for example, this interview we doing, right? You're not gonna find none of this shit on Instagram. You can't find it nowhere at all. You have to come here. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to present it like this for me to, So by me living my life through my art, I rarely find myself in the place of being in my feelings to where I'm affected by what go on. You heard me? So.
So you talk about living your life throughout your art, and throughout your art is really like all throughout all your characters on Instagram. So
yeah,
you have many characters,
right?
But with the character of CC Power, was there any pressure like coming up with that character, putting it on?
No, it was I just was joking around one day, and shit. I always thought New Orleans gays was flamboyant and funny.
Yeah.
So I just made up one to mock what I see.
Yeah.
You heard me? Not to, I won't say mock. I just
most
made
niggas
up one.
That did it in the high school.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So
I'm like, man, bitch, I'm about to go in. I'm about to take this character because, as a comedian, you gotta make a character for the females. You know what I'm saying? So that's what the character was for. It wasn't for the men, it was for females. But I didn't think it was gonna have this big effect. I didn't think CC Power was gonna end up being the most favorable one. And it's liked by straight niggas like the character. I think because I'm not extra flamboyant with the shit.
Right.
Like, and to be honest with you, again, everything is mental. So the reason why, now the only thing I did put thought into is how I was gonna present the character.
Right.
So I'm like, man, as long as I don't do over the top, I'll be fine, because I don't want to look like I'm trying to be, trying to mock and trying to be, and I get people DMing me. I had one dude ask me, you gotta have tough skin, New Orleans. I had one asshole ass nigga ask me. He's like, man, I told my lady you wasn't gay. I'm like, what? What? What the fuck you was doing over there staring at that nigga or some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, so niggas be like, man, he played that character too good. I made you niggas think First 48 was real.
Right.
You just choosing to look at this shit like this so you can have something to talk about. You feel me? So what I did put thought into is like how I present the character. So, you know, if you notice that you don't see me doing no extra shit in skits with no dudes. You rarely see me talk about anything, sexual, homosexual. As a matter of fact, Sissy Pyrex I never said once in any one of the skits that I'm gay.
Yeah. I mean, shit, you just well-rounded.
Yeah, you feel me? Like, I just put out...
You're an entertainer.
Yeah, I'm proud of it. I never said in none of the Sissy Pyrex skits, Sissy Pyrex gay. It's called Sissy Pyrex. It's a gay character. I don't need to... You know what I'm saying? So it's like... Yeah, so it's like, man, it wasn't no pressure. It's just like, the only thing that's kind of aggravating, I'm getting used to, is, I had a DM from a dude. I must stop following you now, bro, because you taking that sissy shit too serious. And I'm like, who's the sissy? Me, the nigga that's in this feeling because of my content.
Right.
You heard me? So, you gotta have tough skin for this shit.
Mm-hmm. So speaking on the tough skin, like, do you or did you used to like really care about your next skit, like view wise?
I don't care about none of the views.
Okay.
I'm gonna take my glass off. I don't care. Only time I care about the views is when I'm doing somebody promo.
Okay.
Other than that, I don't care about the views.
That bitch gonna do what it's do.
It's gonna do what it's do.
Yeah.
I know what I do care is I put thought into my shit, but like I don't treat Instagram like it's a movie script or something like that. It's quick. Come on, an Instagram video fast. Stand up train me to that level to where I can fast. Because I come from stand up. I don't come from Instagram. Again, Instagram I adapted to it. Stand up is real comedians.
Right.
Because we don't have nobody following us that give us an advantage. And a lot of social media comics, man, I see them dudes do stand up and bruh.
Yeah, because it's hard to, be on social media and, what I'm saying, you doing that in the comfortability of, your content
it's very convenient.
Versus going in front of that crowd, especially if you gotta, come up with some material and really rock that room. You know what I'm saying? That's how you could tell the difference.
How many Instagram comics you've seen do a 1 hour special or a stand-up tour? They either planning, they doing stand-up, but they on somebody's show. Usually, like real shit, so they use the Instagram comics as the eye candy to get the people there. They know they're not really good at stand-up. That's why they will put them on. That's why you ever see a comedy show fly, you're going to see more stand-up comics on it than the Instagram comics. You might have 2 Instagram comics on it with 1 million followers, and everybody else is real good stand-up comics.
Right.
It's called balance. I see how they play the game. So I just play along with it. But, you got some comics that can do Instagram and some comics who can just do stand-up. I can do it all.
Right. So speaking of the stand-up, like, you went on tour before the pandemic hit.
Yeah, the pandemic knocked out tour.
Yeah, the New Orleans Kings of Comedy tour. It was you, Shady, Terrell McAfee, and
Rob.
Oh yeah, and Rob Kaiser.
And Rule Jew.
Yeah.
Yes sir.
So like, what that experience was like?
Awesome, dog.
Will y'all ever go on tour again? Like, y'all talking about it?
13th through the 15th, we'll be at the Comedy Lounge in Houston.
Oh, okay.
Of August. Well, that's the only date that I know of. But I know for sure we going back on tour, but I don't know. I can't give you a real answer on that, but I do know the 13th through the 15th we'll be in Houston, Texas at the Comedy Lounge the whole weekend.
I went to the first show actually, so shit, I'm gonna have to catch this second.
Which one?
When y'all came to Houston.
And you went to what was it? I forgot the name of that club. What you had?
Grooves.
We did 2 shows that night.
Yeah.
That thing was nice. That thing was packed.
So you got any like wild stories like from that tour? Cause I know all y'all be wilding and shit.
Yeah, but that was our first time together, so we like. I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, you know, we knew all this niggas. You know, we don't really like do too much of the. We don't do too much of the hanging with each other. Like, you know, I ain't gonna lie, man. Everybody busy in their own type of time. So
Right.
the only type of crazy story I got is us packing out these venues and people think we not gonna pack them out. Other than that, man, we was just working, bro. We wasn't going out or hanging out, and you know, I just, you know, and it wasn't nothing like bad, like it wasn't like we didn't fuck with each other, nothing like that. It's just that's not the type of time we was on.
Yeah. All right. Speaking of being on stage, it's like, you know what I'm saying. How long did it take you to, you know, finally come up with content for like an hour show? And like, what's the difference between coming up with content on the stage versus, you know, on social media?
I would say, you know how with Instagram, you know what type of content they looking for.
Mm-hmm.
You know this. It's easy. That's why you can put out all these videos. It's convenient. It's comfortable. You don't think if it was easy? You ever heard this saying, if it was easy, then everybody be doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody do Instagram, bro. It's very easy. Stand up, you have to read the crowd there and have in your head what you gonna go with if they soft and what you gonna go with if they hard. Like I compare crowds to like I was sometimes compare to sports. If it's an easy crowd, it's home. If it's a hard crowd, it's away. I'll compare it to sex. If it's an easy crowd, you know, she want to be made love to. You feel me? If it's a hard crowd, you gotta fuck her.
Right.
You gotta fuck her. You know what I'm saying? You know, she like to be fucked. She don't want to be made love to. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I compare. I'm saying you gotta have a real competitive, edgy, sophisticated mindset. You can't like stand up isn't dumbfounded. Like anybody can do Instagram comedy. Anybody can go viral. Everybody can get up on the stage in front of people. And that's why they try to downplay my craft and try to make it into a lost art. But now the pandemic made that shit the biggest thing again.
So like when
it's
you
one of the biggest things again.
When you talk about hard crowds, you ever had like a hard crowd to where you got booed or like a moment of silence?
I never got booed. I've been stared at. I've had dry spells. Never got booed though. I can't tell you the last time I had a bad show.
Alright, so like, in what ways did the pandemic affect you? Like
what? And it made me appreciate,
you know,
my craft more.
Yeah.
Like I was one of them people that always steered away from trying to take it for granted and not being thankful. And you know what I'm saying? I will always tell people don't be thankful for, your opportunity. You get to do what you love to do. But, even somebody like me that stand on that, I can get away from it because I'm human. But that pandemic put me back into the mindset when I first started.
So like...
Yeah, the mindset when I first started years ago, it put me back into that mindset. Because it helped too, because it made everything even again. Yeah. It made the playing field even for a lot of entertainment.
Yeah, I see what you're saying about
like
that.
A lot of comics and rappers that was on their way up, they were stuck in the middle because like, should I be creative or should I just chill and keep my value so my face card be safe? You know what I'm saying? But the cats like me, this was like a hole opening up and running straight through because everybody else stuck. And the big comics, they not playing no damn comedy clubs. They want the theaters. So we catching all that. And the algorithm too. All the comics, big comics, they at home, they not doing nothing on Instagram because it's like, they don't want to say, it's not that it's beneath them. They don't really know what to do. They haven't been doing this in so long.
Yeah.
They haven't had to touch Instagram.
Yeah, I've been seeing that. So like, as far as like your presence on Instagram, it's real big. You got a big following, you got a big support system. You ever thought about making that same presence on YouTube?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm really just working on my website. It's out. I like being in my lane, though. I don't really like care too much for YouTube. You feel me? I have my stuff on there. I use it as a storage container, but I just think I leave my. If I was somebody that was up and coming, then yeah, I'm up and coming. But if I was somebody that didn't have a following, then yeah. Y'all realize I have a huge following on YouTube. That should say something. See, I look at shit different. You feel me? See what I'm saying? Like everybody else probably be like, you should get the YouTube popping, and I'm like, man, you telling me this because you see me on there without being on there.
Right.
And it's like, man, you leaving money on the board. No, I'm not really, because 2-3 million views. If I average 2-3 million views, then I'm making probably no more than 13-14 grand a month on YouTube. In comparison to Instagram, I deal with consumers straight up. They come straight to me. I have to wait for a check.
Right.
And now, not only am I doing that, what I just said, as far as like getting the consumers off of Instagram, like people dealing straight up with me, not having to wait for a check from Instagram. I don't have to have X amount of followers and subscribers and likes for me to get a monetization check. Because now Instagram pays me every month now. They monetize my content. Like if you go to some of my, right now I'm suspended though, but you can go to like some of my content. Now it's just starting. Like I've been getting monetized for the last 3 months. So you can, like my Instagram TV videos, the ads pop up in between. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now that Instagram is doing it, well, they need YouTube now. You feel me? That's a need. I treat that shit like a want, not a need. Like people tell me I need YouTube. If I needed it, then I wouldn't be able to exist without it. It's not mandatory. It's just something that's just there to me. But I guess the bigger I get, the more I just tap into it. But for right now, while everybody else running all over, I'm just gonna hug the one content.
All right. So speaking of YouTube, Funny Mike, he was like, black YouTubers, they don't come together because it's like the rap game, and it's like an ego thing, and people feel like if they do a video with somebody that's got lower fans, then they'll pass them up. And that's how it is in the YouTube community as far as black people go. Do you feel like it's the same way as far as social media is?
All that shit the same, bro. Like it's just another name. YouTube is another name, but that's all that's internet. That's how it is with Instagram. That's how it is with all that shit. That's how it is with rap. You feel me? Like, and it's so stupid because it's enough for everybody. But with YouTube and Instagram, what YouTube is really not do. It's really not. It's really not enough for everybody on YouTube. Some shit to think about. It's really not. Because everybody ain't gonna subscribe to your page.
Right. They'll view that bitch, but I think
they don't mean they gonna subscribe. Mean paying attention and following it.
Yeah.
You gotta get a lot out of somebody to get them start spending money with you like that on that motherfucker. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's so much confusion because it's like a lot of those cats be, a lot of those, with due to social media and YouTube was being popular, a lot of those cats be signing 360 deals and stuff with that type of stuff. So it's not that they don't come together. Some of them not allowed to.
Damn.
The contract says I can't fuck with him.
I ain't even know it get that deep.
Yeah, it get that deep. It's bread and money involved. It's gonna get deep. It's not gonna never. When money is involved, it'll never be a shallow situation, my nigga.
So speaking of dudes working with other dudes, you know what I'm saying? You got a real good chemistry with P-Town Mo.
Yeah.
My favorite skit of y'all too was when y'all did the Stop the Violence with the Guns, when you was like gun make that bitch turn into a sandwich maker. I done shared that bitch to a lot of people.
That's why I ain't lie.
That's one of my favorite ones. And
hey, listen, you can't find it on YouTube.
The Baby one.
Nah.
How
about that?
When you was impersonating Baby.
Oh yeah, I just posted a Baby video. How Baby or the Burger King. I just posted that. Yeah, man. People be like, man, shit, man. I love that you niggas gotta come. Like, I got a fan base, so when people, nigga be like, man, you heard of MarioP? Like, nah, man, you gotta check it. They gotta come find me.
So yeah, you got a good chemistry with P-Town Mo.
I think I got a good chemistry with everybody. Anybody I work with, I have good chemistry with because me and Corey is undefeated on Instagram. Corey DK.
Yeah.
Me and him, we undefeated. I'm undefeated.
I think it's you, Corey with the K, and Rob.
Yeah.
Like
Rob,
a lot of people really think y'all like the top 3.
Yeah, I've had yet to do a skit with Rob.
That's what I was just about to get into.
I don't know what's up with my dog, man. My dog is tripping.
I think y'all need to do some skits because
I be trying, son. He just
when
my dog be too busy for me, man.
When I was going to the show, my partners had a debate like who was more funnier.
Right.
Nigga was like, boy, that boy Mario ain't fucking with Rob. And my other partner like, sleep, boy, that boy, Rob doing his thing.
Right.
Yeah. So
funny as far as what, like,
I don't know.
Instagram, y'all arguing as far as like stand up wise or just period.
Well, that's what they was trying to do. They ain't really just know you from stand up.
Right.
So they was like, man, we gonna see who gonna be the fun
right,
when we go to the show.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? They was just debate about that the whole night.
Right.
But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? Both of them, show love to both of y'all.
Of course.
Nigga just be having their little favors.
Course,
and you know when two city niggas debate, that shit gonna be funny.
It'd be funny, real funny. You know what I'm saying? But man, I don't know, man. You know, Rob be in his own world, man. So I don't be on niggas back about that type of shit. I've reached out plenty of times. Because people want us to do promo together, so it's like, you know what my funny Mike said, niggas don't want to do content with niggas because they think that
they'll pass them.
Yeah, and I don't even know why he'll think that because we like on the same level. Like, I don't think I'm bigger than him, and I hope you don't think he's bigger than me. You know, technically, I have been doing it longer than all the comics in New Orleans, except Shady and Jude, but I'm going to go ahead and get my own self my flowers. I started the whole High New Orleans nigga comedy stuff.
Got your little soldier boy moment
Yeah, I got to. Because, like, my dog Soul's going to be capping, though. You hear me? I followed him. From all that shit, you feel me? Like, he was the first nigga to make money off ringtones, and he was the first thing I seen get Instagram badges. You feel me? Like, he was the first thing I seen with the NFT, whatever you call that stuff. You said your digital resale, so you know, I got to, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, like I was.
That nigga got a tip bucket on Twitter.
Exactly. If you check, like I said, give myself my own flowers. If you check the track record, the first 48. La Jambalaya, the whole, all that stuff, created all these comics and their characters and their real nigga characters and stuff. You feel me? So like, yeah, man, like, and I can say that because I don't say that and not work with nobody. I work with everybody. I've done comedy skits with everybody from Super to Rob. Yeah, I have videos with Super. Just posted one. It's called 18 Years Baby Daddy. Me, her, Bricky, and some other comics. Before Rob was even around. Then I got a skit with Rob a long time ago before he became this character, the Tommy Real Nigga stuff. And Corey, P-Town Mo, you name it. I've done skits with everybody in New Orleans. Everybody got a piece of me. So I can see if I be saying this shit and not working with people, but nah, I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna stand on it. I created a whole social media New Orleans comedy wave. Me and Pitch Pants comedy. Cause First 48 came out in 2012. Not when it went viral when y'all saw it. We got picked up by World Star before World Star was even hitting up videos. Shit New Orleans Girls Say, First 48 New Orleans, all that stuff went to World Star first. Without us even having to pay them. It's before the Corey with the K's, the Rob Kazi's, the P-Town moves. This before any of that. Like, we was going viral on YouTube. That's why my group broke up, because niggas got into it with YouTube break. So, like, this ain't nothing new for me. I be telling cats that shit. That's why I handle it different from everybody else. You feel me?
Alright, so I was watching the interview with Country Wayne, he was on a Breakfast Club and he said that as a comedian going viral on Facebook is better than all the rest of them because it's like a different fan base. Like, do you agree?
No, cause he ain't grow old with that shit yet. He ain't grow old with that shit yet.
I feel like at Facebook, it's just so easy to see shit and share.
Listen, he ain't grow old with that shit yet. I seen his stand up. Ain't no stand up. Like, there's no longevity on that stuff. Ain't no, like, when people say niggas blow up off of Instagram, no, it's been a ceiling. It's a high ceiling on social media. I don't know, it's probably 1% of the comics on Instagram that really crossed over into the acting world, being big on TV. Like, tell me a movie that was, give me a movie that those guys was in.
Man, shit, I was just about to get into this movie shit.
Yeah, like I've done 4 of them.
Yeah.
I'm on Amazon. Just I got to look up 2. Boosie movie dropping or something, but I'm not. Let me get off me. Back to the. So, again, there's a high ceiling with that. And it's like, I gotta say no to that because I come up. He's saying that because he's not that good with stand-up.
So that's like the cop-out.
It's kind of like a cop-out. It's like, listen, I went viral on that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a lot of videos that do numbers. And I know he do numbers, you know, it's Country Wayne. But, you know, it's like, it's kind of, people probably see this interview and be like, man, he hating because they look at my numbers or whatever, but I'm speaking facts. I never say dude don't deserve none of that, what he's getting out. That's hating. If I say, like, he don't deserve to do this, he shouldn't be doing comedy, that's hating.
Right.
I'm speaking the truth on the technique and skill that's on point right now. That's comedy. He's a social media comic. So you have 2 worlds. So in this world, he's bubbling. He's that nigga. So of course, what he's saying is true. Going viral on Facebook is the best thing on social media. Ain't the best thing. Like, I would rather, I have a show where I did 10,000 people on Tidal. I just posted that video. I did 10,000 people. This at a rap concert. You don't like surprises. That shit feels, man, no homo, I bust a nut. Nigga, that shit feel more better than me getting in front of my phone. I got 10,000 people yelling out my jokes and participating with me. You feel me?
Different type of
It's
energy.
a different type. That shit feel more better than anything in the world, bro. You, man, listen. You like OnlyFans, you like going to the strip club.
Strip club.
You feel me? You feel me? You feel me? So that's what I just gave you the breakdown, the difference. You feel me?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's a cop out. You ever heard DC say that?
Shit, I ain't been
I'm just saying, like that. He not exactly. You're not gonna hear Carlos Miller. You know what I'm saying? And Carlos Miller, he's not a social media comedian, but he bubbling on social media, but he's a real comic. He get it on in real life. He smoke shit. My manager just told me, we was arguing, he was like, you nice, but you're not better than Carlos, bro. I'm like, man, you right. Nah, Carlos is a different animal. Shout out to Carlos, man. Yeah, Carlos the best though to me in my eyes. Like, you talking about comedians?
Yeah, he funny.
Carlos Miller the truth, man. He know how to orient. He know how to regulate that shit. You feel me?
That's why nigga had to bring him back.
Man, he regulates shit. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry that this interview good. I'm sorry I got off task a little bit, but you know, by me coming up before social media, I would never ever. And I ain't saying that because a nigga got more followers than me. This is from experience, man. 10,000 people is way better than 1 million followers as far as content. Because them 10,000 remember you, they gonna talk about you. They gonna pass this phone around, but guess what? Somebody else about to do the same thing you just done. There's 1 million of them on Instagram. in real life, you don't ever meet them. You feel me? So it's like, and that shit helps because, like, if I just relied on social media, I'd be hit. If I just relied on stand up, I'd be hit. I do it all. You feel me? If one not bubbling, the other one is. If one not, but due to the pandemic, man, I'm more booked in a library. Stage wise.
Right.
Stage wise.
That's where the bag at.
Yeah, everybody. Every day somebody new on social media comes along and takes people attention. So you gotta stay active on both sides, man.
So speaking of getting active, like you've been active with the movies though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like you've been in I Got the Hook Up Too. You've been in Boosie new movie.
Yeah.
Like how was that feeling of finally being in your first film that you ever did, and like was you nervous for the audition?
I didn't audition for none of them. No, bro. And I don't even have no agent.
They just reached out.
They just reached out to my email.
Damn.
All of them.
That's when you know you got talent.
All of them, bro. Like, Boosie, DM me. I got a bag for you. This exact conversation. I got a bag for you. Call me.
Off the strength.
Show the strength. Show me what you wanted me to do. Send me the script and my check. All at the same time. Master P. We would like to offer you a role. His assistant, we would like to offer you a role. I got to hook up to. Call us, have us contact your manager. Send me the script and my check at the same time. I just didn't promote it like Fat Boy and them did. I really have to. I ain't want nobody in my business. You know, we from the streets for real. Where we come from, you know what I'm saying? And like, anytime I worry about somebody doing me stuff, I just don't want nobody in my business like that, you know? Thinking that it was something, you know, people look at Instagram and think it's bigger than, you know what I'm saying? Your world is not like that. My world, the way people look at my world is not like that. So I can't give them some shit that ain't going on, but with some shit they see, it's crazy. So, none of them, the movie I have on Amazon Prime right now called Trying to Come Up, that's bubbling hard. And I'm in there with Rob, Corey, Pete Tomo. We did a great job. That movie down there 5 stars. It's been like that since it came out 3 months ago in January.
Yeah, one of my little partners here just sent it to me not too long ago. And like, man, this bitch right here funny.
Yeah, it's no audition. Hit me up. Check script. So, you know, I ain't gonna lie, bro. They got like just like they got niggas out there that's doing shit I ain't doing. I'm doing shit niggas ain't doing. You can't do everything. So yeah, but like I wanna do more movies. That's what I'm working on. You feel me? I'm built for, I ain't gonna lie, I'm built for that shit, bro. That shit comes so, that's what I use Instagram for. That's my acting classes. Nigga, I do a skit, look at that shit and use some of that shit for a role. Then I'm getting like soon, cause when I am gonna have to audition for some shit though. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna have to audition for that cold, nice shit. You feel me? I'm gonna be ready. Trust me, I'm gonna hold y'all. I'm gonna be ready. We're gonna go back to this interview. You're gonna be like, nah, no nigga, say that shit, bro. I do a great job of speaking my future.
Flashbang.
You know, just trust me, hold all this shit. You're gonna be like, this nigga just said, it might be 2 weeks from now. I got some other shit that's bubbling, I can't talk about it because it's that G14 classified to where I don't wanna talk about it till it happen. Right. So, cause the way I'm living, any given day now, I get that phone call. Any given hour, moment, minute. It went from day to now it's like any given minute. Because what I do use Instagram for is access to people that's mainstream to see what I'm doing. They see it. Trust me, I get a lot of Instagram interactions from bigger stars, bigger comedians, and bigger actors. It's just, you know, it's all on God time, bro. So
do you like still keep in contact with P and he drop any gems on you like during the shooting of I Got the Hook Up Too?
He did. When I hosted a Big Timers concert and I did a music video for Manufacturing Birdman. Birdman did too. Master P most definitely. You know, the gems he did. The gems that Master P dropped was the opportunity he gave me.
All right.
I took it amongst myself to learn what was going on around me. You feel me? It wasn't like we spent time together, nothing like that. But him, the reason why I said he dropped gems because he gave me an opportunity for me to see more.
Real shit. So like a lot of people, they ain't really just like I Got the Hookup too.
And it was garbage. It was horrible.
Yeah, I ain't like it.
That shit was terrible.
That bit
I
was
did
crazy.
my part. I did my shit.
A lot of people felt like you should have had a bigger role.
I did have a bigger
You
role.
and P. Tom.
I did. I had my role was so big that I was supposed to be shooting for 3 weeks, and then 2 days before I flew out, Percy out to Callio, not Master Peak. Percy out to Callio sent me my role. They demoted it to a smaller role. Well, I did nothing wrong. It's just that's how God works, bro. It was a blessing in disguise because I'm glad I didn't have a big role in the movie.
You probably could have said that because they had so much unnecessary.
I couldn't have saved that motherfucker. It was so horrible that the lesser you did, the better off you were. Ha! Nigga, let me tell you something, bruh. If less is more was a person, it'll be that moment. Fuck that. Nigga, what? I'm serious. No, put my shades on. No, bruh. I could not say. Nigga, super comic, super comedian. Nigga couldn't save. They had DC Young Fly and Fat Boy in that damn movie. And you would think I could have saved it? Shit. And Funny Mike. And Rob. No.
Yeah.
You saw what happened to niggas in the long roles? I'm saying you saw what happened to DC role. I'm saying DC and Fat Boy in the long roles. Did you see that shit get worse and worse as the movie was going on? Right. So I'm glad I had the smaller role. It was horrible, right? Keep it real.
I thought it was trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a real critic with this movie shit.
Thought it was. Say it with me. It was trash. All right. Say it one more time. It was trash. There you go. You know we men. P gonna be all right. He got paid. He made all his money back and some.
And that bitch promoted the fuck out that.
Then he putting out movies Friday and Saturday. Monday was on. It was streaming.
I heard some theaters ain't want to take that bit.
Yeah. That's why he sold out.
Well, hopefully, you know what I'm saying, he shake back with I Got the Hookup 3. That's what they talking about.
And
you want to take the opportunity?
And if he called me up, you damn Skippy.
Oh yeah. Shit, you gonna get that bag.
You damn Skippy.
So, like...
But he won't. It's over with.
So, speaking of, you know, the I Got the Hookup and
trying to come up was funnier than that. It wasn't better than that, right?
I ain't see trying to come up.
You gotta watch it. You're gonna enjoy that way more than I Got the Hookup 2.
I'm pretty sure.
It's make you forget it.
Cause I Got the Hookup 2, Coming to America 2, High 2, all them bitches.
You didn't like Coming to America 2 either?
Fuck no.
Oh man, you must be like Coming to America. You know, when I first saw Coming to America 2, I was more like, they just made it family oriented, bro. That's all, but.
That bitch could have been a series or something on something.
I know, man. It watered down. Right, it could have been a weak ass series, but yeah. How High 2? Right, who was in that?
Lil Yachty and I think DC, huh?
That's who played Method Man and Rayman?
Yeah.
Alright. That's fine. Wrong rules. Lil Yachty the rapper, the boat, Big Gums. Damn. Now I would say like damn, like it was bad, but like I don't think they should have gave that role to him. Like, you know, I just think it was eye candy. You know, social media had everybody food, even real directors and producers. It did. Think about it. At first, they was hooked. They thought that alright, this nigga got 1 million followers. If I can just put him in acting class, I can get him into what I want to get him. Now I get him to that. I get this. You cannot have everything, man.
Alright. On your movie with Lil Boosie, like, was that a bigger role than you had and I Got the Hookup?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So
play Boosie Sell Me.
Oh, so it's like you starring in it, or?
Yeah, I'm starring in the movie.
Oh, all right. Is that motherfucker like as funny as he is in real life than on social media? So
he funny.
So he like a comedian in the movie?
He what you call a Joseph. No, he's not a comedian in the movie. He's the movie's about his life. when he was on death row and how he beat cancer.
Oh, okay.
And how he like he's about his life.
Oh.
I just added comedic relief to it. That's all.
Oh, all right. I got what you're saying.
I'm so good. He found the role for me. Like I'm not playing under Boosie Friends. I'm playing the cellmate. That's it. He made up a cellmate. He's had reminded of him. So he just I'm pretty much acting like I'm getting stuff in the jail for him. I'm hooked on pills though. That's my character. I stay rolling. So it's gonna be some exciting shit. It's funny.
So is any like wild stories that happen or anything funny like behind the scenes on set that didn't happen?
Yeah, Boosie getting mad at some of his family, kicking their ass off the set because they were smoking mojo at the jailhouse. We were shooting a movie at a real jail, and it was for the jail is used for production, but they still have real police there.
Right.
And somebody sparked up a real blunt, no excuse me, and he lost it. Go ahead, man. Pack his shit up. No, they give him a bus ticket, man. They ain't give him no plane ticket.
I can picture that bit right now.
All them grits right here. You keep them grits, that white shit. I call them Waffle House mouth. All them grits. The all-star breakfast on the side of his mouth. You heard me?
I know y'all bitches were ribbing in that.
Yes, indeed.
So, like...
I just go on my page and I just posted me doing the script reading. Smoking the whole script reading, man. You gotta check it. Like, I posted, like, I've been promoting it. So I've been posting the behind the scenes, pictures and stuff like that.
So a lot of shit that you be saying, like ad-lib, be making a movie sometime?
All of it.
Oh.
That's what they want me to do.
All right.
Yeah, they just give me the script and be like, read it, they make it funny.
Like, no problem. Cut up, do your thing. So, like, speaking of ad-libbing and shit, like, Wild 'N Out is supposed to be coming back. Like, have you ever tried to audition for that?
I tried to audition for Wild 'N Out many of times. Plenty of times. Social media, internet, email, in person. I just stopped because I've outgrown Wild 'N Out. I've outgrown the whole, that shit passed. Everybody when you're an entertainer, artist, you go through that time when you just trying shit. So I ain't trying nothing no more. I'm just doing my thing.
So you still live in New Orleans and
currently at the moment,
yeah. And it has a lot of talent out there. Like, do you feel like artists and, comedians that's trying to blow up, you feel like they should stay there and get hot there and then go elsewhere? Or you feel like...
I say you should stay hot. You should get hot there and go somewhere else. Because New Orleans teaches you how to survive in the places. Right. You feel me? Only thing is, don't take the attitude of New Orleans with you. But just take the mindset it gave you. Because, like, New Orleans is a great boot camp. It was a great boot camp for me. Like, I learned how to do everything at home. Because it's one of them places where you can be hot and still roam the streets to see what keeps you hot. Like, I can hide in plain sight at home. And I always do. Because, we not impressed with nothing. We don't be tripping on all that star-studded shit. Right. Niggas see me be like, that's MarioP, and like, it's regular shit at home. You feel me? Like, but when it's time for me to do my job, when I'm going to do something, I let them know, like, ain't no regular shit going on. But, like, if I go to the store, if I go out in the streets, in the public, then I ain't on my diva shit because I'm in y'all area, you feel me? But when I'm in my zone, I'm on my diva shit. But when I go out in the streets, it's all love. You know what I'm saying? But, I think I really consider cats getting hot at home and then going somewhere else. Because New Orleans get other artists hot here. Like in my opinion, New Orleans has put a lot of artists on that's not from New Orleans and Louisiana. Right. I mean, a lot of artists,
a lot of people, they bite the flavor or whatever.
Not just bite the flavor, bro. Like, if you notice, every big tour, they have to put New Orleans on the tour date. We the home of that shit. Right. So it's like, people make it their business to come down here, but they treat New Orleans people like the plan B. Like, that's why you saying stealing. It's not stealing. We've been known to not be on our business. We just known to be talented. And so they just go with their move on us. It's two ways, bro. Niggas gotta stop making that shit one way. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that's the problem at home. We look at shit one way. We think nothing's wrong with the wrong. Like, what's that saying? If you sit in shit long enough, you stop smelling it. That's the attitude at home. Whatever.
And that bitch is gonna be like that too. Ain't no way that bitch could get fixed.
Yeah, it's. Again, I don't look at it like that. See, so if New Orleans was as fucked up as it was, I wouldn't be where I'm at, bro.
Right.
It's not that. Again, it's two ways, two things. People don't take a lot of artists that serious because niggas be capping and bullshit with their careers. Niggas are so good that they bad. Niggas are so talented they don't focus on their business. So that's the problem. It ain't that people don't support. You have more entrepreneurs in New Orleans than it has ever been, bro. When I started comedy 10 years ago, there was no Supers, no Weed Ads, no BB Judies, none of that, bro. Who you think paying people? People at home. It's Poppington at home. It's just we're behind. New Orleans is not going to be the same place in another 10 years or 5 years, bro. It's going to be upgraded with entertainment. I'm telling you this now because I'm going to catch my bags. Like, and I'm a nigga that travel. I travel a lot, bro. So that's why I know what I know about where I'm from. Because by me moving around a lot, I get to see shit from a different perspective. And you'll use that people say shit like when they leave, man, I don't want to go back to New Orleans. It's not that. I like leaving New Orleans because I get to flex I throw my weight around better when I leave there. But people from out of town pay me more because I'm still connected with New Orleans.
Right.
They want me more. They want me in these movies because I'm still connected with New Orleans because that matters to people.
Still authentic.
New Orleans liking them matters. Artists want to be liked by us. That's not from New Orleans. Like they want to be liked by like the Dirks and all them dudes want to be liked by New Orleans. That's why that's why Jeezy and Freeway, all them niggas that go to New Orleans 4 times a year. They want to be liked by us. They don't want to not be liked by New Orleans. We too popular. We too cool for that.
Right.
So I just put myself in the place of a mainstream artist that's not from here to make New Orleans look at me like them. Real shit, dog. The only way it can be fixed if niggas start. It can be fixed. It's gonna be fixed. It's just everybody ain't gonna get it. So
growing up, like what comedians inspired you the most? And it's like, is there anybody you want to work with?
Man, I want to work with Eddie Murphy, dog, so bad, dog. I can taste and feel it. I want to work with Eddie Murphy so bad. Bad, bro. Him and Kevin Hart. I would love to work with Mike Epps, but not like. I just feel like I get so much from them dudes. You feel me? The first time I ever heard somebody do funny stuff was Ziggy on Cash Money Mixtape. That's the first comic I heard from New Orleans. In my eyes, he was a comedian.
Yeah, Ziggler Wiggler.
Ziggler Wiggler, man. But yeah, man. I'm one day, real soon, I will work with Eddie Murphy. Like it's gonna happen. I know. I can feel some shit like that coming along. You know, cause I don't want to say I know how they think. I know what type of comedians they are. You know, they're always looking for the new. Them being different is what got them to the top.
Right. And shit, I think Kevin, he was like an era, and like, you know, Eddie was like an era. Like both of them was the top definitely. At them eras too.
At them eras, small up.
So speaking of Eddie and like, you know, how we talked about coming to America too, like, do you think it's hard in this era to create a classic black comedy film compared to the comedies in the 90s?
No, and no. Let me tell you why. Because we have them. They looking in the wrong place. It's not hard, bro. They be trying to put all social media comedians in the movie and shit. You gotta go get Mike Epps. You gotta go get Cat, get D-Ray. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go get me. You heard me? I'm saying, like, you gotta get the Robs. You gotta go get the new.
Right.
And the mix with the old. But I don't even want to say the new, bro. Like, it's just people just looking on. They looking. It's like people think that comedy is on social media, bro. And I think that's where the problem come in at with the. You know?
I think if you just like get more stand-up people and people who could really, make people laugh just off a dialogue alone, it'll be good. Like life.
Like how about if you took the
life wasn't really.
You in my head.
Life wasn't really a silly ass movie, but it was the content of the
exactly
dialogue.
the way. It's exactly the way you just explained it.
Mm-hmm.
The way you just said, you need to get stand-up comics and comedian actors. You just say they need to get comedians. What you just said is that they need to get comedians and actor comedians.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day, it wasn't no social media. You had social media comedians are like the new actor comedians. Actor comedians back in the day was niggas like Will Smith. He didn't do stand-up, but he was funny. So in life, you have actor comedians, you have stand-up comedians. You have Bernie Mac, Anthony Anderson, Guy Torry, Bakeem Woodbine, Bernie Mac, the nigga who played Juana Man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm naming stand-up comics, I'm naming actors. Right? You had who else you had?
Of course, you had Eddie and Marty.
But yeah, Eddie and Marty, they comics. But you had, I feel like I'm missing somebody. You had, but you had all the actors that was funny,
right, in
the movie. You even had a rock star. You had Rick James playing Spanky. Nobody really like that was Spanky. That was Rick James.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't catch that.
Yeah, that was Rick James. So it's like you had the best of the fucking best. Like, ain't nothing fucking with life, bro. The next thing gonna probably move like they gonna be me. Cause I knew to go get it. I'm like, ain't nobody watered down. I'm not doing that.
So you're doing promos, you're doing movies. You dig? What's next for MarioP? Like, where you see yourself in like the next 3 years?
More. I see myself doing the same thing next level. Big commercials, no more promos. I'll still find a way to make that happen for my people. I'll probably set up a different page or website to where I'll still be able to promote them. Marketing wise, still have my hands in it, but not displayed like it is now. But it'll be bigger commercials like Capital One, like stuff like that. Real talk, bigger movies. You feel me? I feel like all the platforms that I'm doing, all the stuff that I'm doing, I feel like all those like that, like stuff like this, stuff like that I'm doing. I always feel like that stuff could be at the next level with me. So it's a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like that it's time. You feel me? I see myself. I'm gonna be like Kevin Hart in a few. Real talk.
So is it like any advice?
That's why I'm not getting the Instagram. That's why I'm not getting the big social media play. Cause that's how I know how my plan, my journey gonna go. I'm gonna pop off without going viral. I had my viral moment. That was just to get me ready for what's real. Know what you saying, bro? My bad.
It's like, do you got any advice that you want to give to any upcoming content creators using social media or thinking about getting on that stage?
Try both. I promise you. Make it hard for yourself, and you're gonna see more of it. You're gonna have a longer career. You're gonna be more in a boss position if you get good at both. Because it's not just about being funny, it's about knowing how to handle yourself in this business of what you're doing. And if you do enough, you get your ass kicked enough to where you'll learn what to do. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would encourage cats to learn hard, man. You feel me? Like, don't just be so comfortable with social media. Don't be so comfortable just grabbing your phone and just, you know what I'm saying? Like, get out there, explore, dissect, be inspired. Dissect what you're doing. Be inspired. Study the greats. And you're going to make out fine. Do those three things. First believe in yourself. Believe entirely into what you're doing. So much people think you're fucking crazy. Believe. Think about it, smell it, eat it, think it. All fucking day. Believe in what you're doing. Dissect, study the greats. Those 3 things. Again, believe in what you're doing, dissect what you're doing, become a scientist, and study the greats. You're gonna be Gucci, I promise. Can't go wrong with that. Whatever else you do after that, that's all on you. But you do those 3 things, you're gonna get a good start.
Alright, before we wrap things up, you got any shout outs you want to give?
Yeah, I want to give a shout out to ComedyGoon Studios, Larika the God, Chaotic Mike Tattoos, Daddy Slow Low, you heard me? That's the producers, and as far as like the content, my guys helping with my content, shooting content. Shout out to Park Bar Productions, shout out to Gigi Shaw, shout out to Eastside Kid, shout out to the whole New Orleans, all the artists that's at home, everybody, man. Shout out to everybody at home, like they make me who I am, everybody. So that's it.
Alright, ComedyGoon, MarioP. Keep doing your thing, man. The city rooting for you.
Thank you for having me, bro.
They got your back. You dig? Thanks for rocking out with me on No Cap No Filter.
Thank you for having me on No Cap No Filter. And the reason why I did this interview like this, because it was called No Cap No Filter.